Hey everyone, it's um, 1 in the morning. But, I just needed to get this off of my chest. So, in this video, I'm going to talk to you about, the Martinez dying their hair blonde. They look gay as heck. When I finally, I will be honest, I don't know if both of them dyed their hair, but I saw Ivan dyed his hair now. I don't know if Emilio dyed his hair, but anyway, I looked at it and I'm like saying, for real people, for real guys, like your hair's a little blonde in your hair and it looks good. It looked good and now you went full blown blonde. And I told my mom it. My mom was disgusted too. My mom said that they're trying to pass off as white. And I'm like saying yes. They're not white. They're Spanish. And I'm not saying be happy where you come from. Now you don't need to copy other people. If other people have blonde hair, they have blonde hair. Like, for instance, if someone jumps off of a cliff, what you do with what would you jump off the cliff do? And basically, it's like that. They probably saw someone with blonde hair and they dyed the hair blonde. Now, I'm completely already out of the Martinez fandom. I'm not in Martinez no more. I don't even watch the videos on YouTube no more. But I just see, and I don't hardly watch the posts on Twitter and Instagram, but here and there I will pop on their pages on Instagram and Twitter to see what they're up to and everything like that. So when I came back from Delaware, I finally went on Instagram now because when I was at the hotel, I didn't feel like getting the Wi-Fi on my tablet, because if I get Wi-Fi from somewhere else on my tablet, then come home, then it won't work and everything like that. So basically, when I'm away from the house, and I have my tablet, I just play games, and that's it. So when I came back, I looked on Instagram, and Ivan posted a new picture on Instagram. Now, few days ago, I saw on Twitter that he said he changed his hair color. So I obviously didn't think nothing of it. I thought that she got little hair color. Now I wasn't expecting all of his hair would be another whole different color. So anyway, I then saw that picture on Instagram, and I'm like, really, Alvin? Really, like the Martinez runs? And I'm not just talking about Alvin here, I'm talking about Emilio. I'm saying that I'm like saying that they're changing each and every day, and they're not changing for the better. They're not changing for people to like them. I really don't care if people still like them, because I'm like saying y'all could have them. Y'all could be fans of them any time you want. I don't care. I'm just not fans of them no more, because like through the years, like at the beginning I thought they were innocent, some young men that was innocent and respectful to women and everything like that. And all through the year, I'm thinking, like really after they left Deempton, they started showing their self more. When y'all know what I'm talking about, started showing how they were and everything like that. So for that 26-minute video of them exposing Jake Paul, obviously when I saw that video, I was mad at Jake Paul and everything like that. But right now, I'm not saying, I'm not mad at Jake Paul. Yeah, Jake is a racist, yes, and he did call them Martinez and on some occasions, and that's bad. Because that's a racist slur for Spanish Mexicans and Spanish. That's a racist slur. So yeah, that's bad. Yes, so first of all, if y'all don't know what I'm talking about, Martino. Now, Martino, first of all, Pino is in racist slur from Spanish and Mexicans. And if you drop the B and A and M, it's Martino. Yeah, so yeah, she was calling them that sometimes. Yes, that's mean. That's rude and nasty what Jake did and everything like that. I'm not just finding that, but with everything else, basically, with everything else, like they say, oh, he will point us basically every morning. Well, at the same time, he always bringing them too, and you always bringing each other. So basically after all that, I'm like saying, don't do the things they want to do. don't do the things that they want you to do and then cry, boo hoo, and everything like that. So I'm like saying they went down, they started going down after they left Team 10. Because I think after they left Team 10, they was thinking that they're better than everyone else and everything like that. But anyway, if you like think if you're better than like everyone else, don't you think you don't won't make a video exposing the one person that really brought the girls to the high end? Because let's be honest, when the Martinez joined Team 10, now when a whole bunch of people, a whole bunch of fans say that Jake Paul made the Martinez. No, I'm not going to say that because that's not true. Jake Paul didn't make the Martinez. The Martinez made themselves and everything like that. So, but you don't talk crap about a person and you don't expose a person, the same person that helped you get big, to help you get noticed. You don't do that. Now, some things that Jake did probably wasn't right and everything like that, but at the same time, some things that the Martinez did wasn't right. So basically, I'm like saying you can't. Basically, what I'm like saying is you can't do the stuff he wants you to do and then do the stuff and then at the end of the day cry boo hoo. So I'm like saying when I saw them with the blonde hair, I'm like saying y'all look like faggots. Y'all look gay. Like with the little blonde hair, the way they had it before was really good. I like it and everything like that. But with your whole hair, your whole head blonde, like for real, that's really taking it too far. And I'm not just mad at them. I'm mad at their sister because I'm like, I said that I hoped that after the sister left college, I hope that she will gonna stay with them because family, and she's like older than her brothers. Obviously, she will stop them for basically doing something stupid and like everything like that. So I'm also mad at the sister because I'm not saying the sister is 22 or 23 years old and she's going with what they say. And I'm like saying, hey, be the biggest sibling here, be the bigger sister here, and do rules and everything like that. But I just need to understand that they're under a contract. So they basically do what their contract says, and that's it. And I'm like saying they was famous before they came here. I found out doing not a little snooping. I wasn't snooping, but I was like trying to find out why they're like or like whatever. So I found out they was on like you know how Fox 5 News is. So they was on that, but in Spain edition to Fox 5 News. And they was like, I didn't understand it because it was in all Spanish, but they was talking about how they grew up, what the names, how old are they. And then I'm not saying, I didn't even know this. So they was kinda famous when they was in Spain. And then they wanted to do Team 10 to get famous over here and everything like that. But I'm like saying now, through the years, I mean basically not through the years, but after, I mean when they were in Team 10, it was like they were innocent. And now when they left Team 10, it's like they're not innocent no more. They're doing things that ignores me. They're doing things, they're saying things that just out of give it to like. First of all, not Emilio, Ivan made a Snapchat, took a Snapchat picture and captioned it "Hi BIDCHs," and they never say that, and I'm like saying basically don't say it now. And I reach out on Twitter. I tweeted out to him. I don't know if he got it or whatever, but I tweeted out to him. I said, don't call the fans BIDCH. How will you feel if I call you? So how will you feel if we call your mother in Punta? And I made it clear I'm not calling your mom a Punta, but in BIDCH it's the same thing as in Punta. So don't call us in BIDCH. And I think he got it. I think he got it because the next day he posted, yeah, the next day he posted and Snapchat. Yeah, he posted a picture on that Snapchat now. Everything that they do on Snapchat, they put it on Instagram too. So he posts a picture on Snapchat and caption it, "Go away, haters." He has an crew neck sweater that says "Go away." So he Snapchat picture. No, he took a Snapchat picture and then he was like this and then caption it put into the shirt that says "Go away," and then he captioned it "haters," like "Go away, haters." So he probably got it, probably not, but it was true. And excuse me, I don't like the Martinez trends in a lot of reasons, but the second one is the language over the years. I mean, at the beginning they cuss, they say the S word, the F word. I was used, well, no, I was used to them using the F word on a kitchen FS D word, yeah, D word. And but now they like using the P word, the B word, and I'm like saying, who are y'all now? It's like once, it's basically like once they get away from the mom, they act like another person. But when they get like, okay, so it's like when they go back to Spain, they act like another person. And when they come back here, they act like another person. So I'm like saying, you're hiding the realness from the mother. Because I'm not saying, how about you call your mother a punta? I will, I would like to see her reaction. Because calling us PRTCH is the same basically calling the mother a punta. Now, if y'all don't know what the word punta means, it's in Spanish word for prostitutes and the BITCH word and everything like that. So, but I'm not a fan of the Modena drinks no more. I'm not an Modinator no more. I don't buy their merchandise no more. I don't watch their videos no more on YouTube. I hardly don't go on Instagram to see the posts. I hardly don't go on Twitter to see their posts. I don't do none of those things no more. I'm not a fan of them no more. And I really don't care about them no more. Now, if they change their attitude, then I will like them. again. But now they're only caring about money and fame. That's the only thing that many people today care about, getting famous and money. And it's really sickening. Even the Doper Brothers, but I will make another video about them. But anyway, yeah, I'm not a fan of the Martinez twins no more and everything like that. So, like, comment, subscribe.